Good morning. This lesson is for Monday, March the 23rd, and we are actually on a new chapter. We finished Mesoamerica. It seems like it went so quickly because we didn't have a test, we didn't take a test. But today we're going to talk about the country or the continent of Africa. And before we begin, I want you to go to page 257. And I'm going to read this story, and I want you to follow along as I read it, because this is kind of like a parable, like Aesop would write these kind of parables. So Alika and Adawa hurry to join the other children. They never miss afternoon story. So this is something that was different in Africa. They always had a storyteller, and it was kind of like maybe like a Sunday school class or maybe school, but they would learn all kinds of different ways to live their life, okay? So this storyteller had just started. The hyena was caught in a trap and wanted to get out. He called out to an elephant, "Help me!" But the elephant said over his shoulder, "Remember how you laughed when I could not find enough water last summer?" The hyena called to the black mamba, "Help me!" The snake went by, "No, remember all those times you stole my food?" A young monkey scampered up. The hyena said, "Help me!" "Oh no," said the monkey. "If I set you free, you will kill me." The hyena said, "I promise I will not eat you if you help me." The monkey thought for a moment. He said, "Your reputation is not very good." The hyena said, "I give you my word as a fellow creature of the world." So the monkey let the hyena out of the trap. Immediately, the hyena jumped on the monkey to try to kill him. At that moment, a great eagle swooped down and snatched up the hyena. He set him on a rock. "What happened here?" the eagle asked. The monkey said, "I helped the hyena, and as thanks, he tried to kill me." "That's a lie," said the hyena. "The monkey attacked me. I was defending myself." The eagle, who had seen it from above, said, "Show me what happened. Each of you act out your story." "Well," said the monkey, "the hyena was in the trap when I came along." And the eagle said to the hyena, "Show me how it was." The hyena got into the trap, and the eagle immediately snapped it shut. He said to the monkey, "Run home." And to the hyena, the eagle said, "You are where you deserve to be." And he flew away. Alika and Adawa smiled at the end. They are expected to learn from the teller, their grandfather, because only a child in his family may become the next official village storyteller. So just like when we learned how a king's son became king, well, a storyteller passed down his job to his children's children. Okay? So I'm going to ask you some questions. See if you know these answers. How did the eagle settle this conflict? Think about it for a moment. Let's see. Nathan, how do you think the eagle settled the conflict? Everybody else, if you, basically he tricked the hyena into getting back into the trap, and he left them there. Okay, not very smart hyena. Let's see. Amanda, what is the purpose of this type of story? Okay. Well, fables tell stories about animals to teach lessons for humans. We learn a lot. Aesop wrote a lot of fables, the tortoise and the hare and things like that. And it was just kind of like something that that we as humans could learn from the animals' mistakes. Why are Alika and Adawa especially interested in the story? Aiden. Their grandfather is the storyteller, and only a child in his family may become the official village storyteller. Okay, so there are differences between parallel, we're going to learn a little bit about parallel and cross cousins. Okay, so the children of a father's brother or mother, sister are parallel cousins, and the children of a father's sister or mother's brother are cross cousins. So Alika's mother and Adawa's mother are sisters. Are they parallel or cross cousins? They're parallel. Okay, good. All right, so when we go through this next section, I want you to, oops, lost my page. Okay, actually go to the next page where it talks about the continent of Africa. I know when you were in Miss Shoppett's class, you guys did biomes. So the one thing, so remember, a biome is a large area of earth with plants and animals that share a similar environment. Africa has 5 biomes. It's pretty interesting. Okay, they have the rainforest, they have the desert, they have a savanna, the Mediterranean, and the highland. So one of the things, the savanna or the deserts, the biggest desert they have is the Sahara Desert or the Sahara Desert. And it means, Sahara actually means desert. And it is so large that the entire continental United States could fit into it. So if you look at the map of the United States, you can put all of us into the Sahara Desert and it could fit in there, okay? And then another background of, because if you look at the map, you can see some of the regions. The Kalahari is an elevated plain in southern Africa that covers approximately 360,000 square miles. It's also referred to as the Kalahari Desert. It receives too much rain to meet the traditional desert definition, okay? But Kalahari comes from local words meaning the place without water or the great thirst. Okay, so I'm gonna, so basically, I wanted to do one more thing because this is just an introduction. So what I want you to do is I want you to answer some of these questions in your head. Why might the continent of Africa be difficult to organize and study? What do you think, okay? I'm gonna give these answers tomorrow, so you can just go ahead and jot these down. And then, how do geographers often organize their study of Africa? You'll find this in your reading material, okay? In which region is the large island of Madagascar? Okay. Well, I forgot the little dance that they do with the Madagascar movie. I like to move it. Okay. And then, what geographical feature runs through the middle of the Africa? We all know that. And one other question. What is unusual about Africa's desert? Okay, deserts, right? So this is the background of Africa. Study the map and be familiar with it, because we're going to talk a little bit about how other European countries controlled Africa, and the only 2 countries that were not controlled by any other European power was Liberia and Abyssinia, which is actually Ethiopia now, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to, and then I want you to study the map of Africa today. Africa, the location, if you notice, it's the 2nd largest continent. It lies to the southwest of Asia, and it has all those islands. You can read that. You can read about the climate, the topography, and the natural resources of Africa. And we'll discuss more about that too. If Africa is the 2nd largest continent, what do you think is the 1st largest? Okay, think about that. And what body of water are the islands mentioned under location? Now remember, you do not have to do the activity manual unless you want to, because I don't want to have you worry about that. I just want you to write some things down that you learned today about Africa. If you have any questions, go ahead and you can respond back to me. You can send me emails. Just let me know that you've watched this video, And that's it. Miss you guys so much. I really do. And I pray that you are doing well, that you're staying healthy. I'm doing better. My cough is gone. I went to see the doctor on Friday, but they actually wouldn't let me go in because of the virus and everything. They just kept me in the car, and they said, so I don't really have any, answers to my cough, but at least I'm doing better. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.